A marketing budget of more than $10 million per month, and an estimated 15,000 micro-influencers promoting the brand through social media, with millions of impressions being served to potential customers in Canada, the United States, and across the world. These strategies are at the heart of a marketing machine that helps Lululemon earn approximately $4 billion in annual revenue and remain top of mind in an ultra-competitive fitness apparel marketplace, all managed by a team of marketers located in the west coast seaport of Vancouver, Canada. What exactly does this team spend their time doing, and how does it support the company's continued growth? With the fitness apparel industry doing more than $180 billion in annual revenue, brands must use any possible advantage to compete with other companies. It goes without saying that product quality is one of, if not the single most important factor when buying a product. However, humans have been making clothes for tens of thousands of years, making it a difficult industry to be innovative in. Additionally, modern-day technology is creating a more even playing field for clothing manufacturers. As a result, apparel companies must find other ways to stand out. One way of achieving that is with marketing. Although Lululemon acknowledges that product quality, innovation, style, distribution, and price are important factors in its growth, the company stated in its 2019 annual report that competition in the athletic apparel industry is based principally on brand image and recognition. It's for this reason that many apparel companies try to create associations between their brand and idealistic attributes like hard work, achievement, discipline, and other characteristics that their potential customers are in pursuit of, rather than talking about their product specifications. Nike's "Just Do It" slogan, the Adidas "Impossible is Nothing" slogan, and Gymshark's "Be a Visionary" slogan are marketing messages they try to portray in their advertising campaigns. Lululemon's marketing strategy is no different, but interestingly, its marketing message ties back to the vision the company was founded on. After selling his company West Beach Snowboard in 1997, and while living in Vancouver, Chip Wilson attended his first yoga class. He noticed his yoga instructor was wearing pants from a dance apparel company that didn't seem conducive for the stretches and movement required for the workout. He saw an opportunity to make a garment that had less shear and was a little thicker and did not provide any resistance or discomfort when doing yoga, allowing the user to focus their attention on achieving a good workout. 20 years later, this vision is still the foundation of Lululemon's advertising campaigns. It's also an important part of their retail strategy. Store associates, which the company calls educators, are trained with the 6-13 rule. When a customer looks at a product for 6 or more seconds, an educator has a 13-second window to educate that customer about the product. This allows the associate to educate customers about the product materials, but also how it will provide the customer with a more enjoyable workout experience. Interestingly, the retail associates also conduct research for the company's most important marketing strategy, the Ambassador Program. Lululemon's Ambassador Program is a network of micro-influencers who represent the Lulu brand. These influencers, who are often local fitness instructors with a social media following of less than 10,000 people, partner with local Lululemon retail stores to post branded content on their social media channels and host in-store fitness events for Lulu customers. In exchange, these influencers receive free clothing, in-store promotion of their practice, and admission to an exclusive network of fellow ambassadors. Lululemon is one of the first global brands to scale a grassroots influencer marketing strategy in this way. While many of their competitors rely on celebrities and influencers with large audiences, Lululemon believes that these local influencers are a better way to connect with their potential customers. Initially, Lululemon chose to partner with local yoga instructors because that audience was the primary driver of product sales. However, the Ambassador Program has evolved over time to include non-fitness influencers who embody the "do hard work" mantra that the brand believes in. This is likely due to the company selling a wider variety of products outside the yoga niche, and because of the popularity of the athleisure apparel for non-fitness purposes. Although micro-influencers may seem like an inefficient way to reach a customer base, this strategy appears to be working wonders for Lululemon, and has even inspired their competitors to explore a similar approach. So why does it work? According to the Edelman Trust Barometer, consumers indicated that people in their community are among the most trusted societal leaders, more so than journalists or CEOs. Furthermore, consumers are 63% more likely to trust what influencers have to say about a brand than what the brand says about itself in its advertising. Also, more than half of the people surveyed said they purchased a product in the last 6 months because of an influencer. Lululemon's micro-influencers are important selling tools because they engage directly with the brand's target audience during fitness classes. These ambassadors understand what their audience wants and lend a tremendous amount of credibility to the Lululemon brand that they're ambassadors for. But how does a $4 billion company build and maintain a micro-influencer network large enough to sustain the company's growth? They do it with a team of at least a dozen full-time influencer marketing specialists. Their role is to accelerate the growth of the ambassador program, forecast and measure its performance, maintain relationships with their influencers with surprise and delight tactics, and so much more. Facebook ads, Instagram, and other forms of social media advertising are another important component of Lululemon's marketing strategy. Their paid advertising team chooses to serve social ads on all Facebook placements instead of isolating them to specific placements. These include Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger. Many of the ads utilize dynamic content. In other words, individual ads are launched with multiple headlines, creatives, body copies, and descriptions, and Facebook chooses to serve the combination it thinks will achieve the best result, according to the audience it's being served to and the marketing objective that's selected. The majority of the ads were launched within the last few days since recording this video. The fact that these ads have not been in market for very long could be evidence that their ads are not performing well, or it could be evidence that direct response Facebook ads simply have a shorter lifespan and must be frequently refreshed to reduce ad fatigue. Based on my personal advertising experience, my money is on the latter. The creatives rarely include a static product photo and instead include a lifestyle or action shot of the product being used in an environment their potential customer is likely to use the product themselves. When static product shots are used, it's to highlight a specific feature, such as where the waistband sits on a person's hip, which is a very intentional use of a model shot. There is a pretty even mix of both photos and videos. The videos typically do not have any dialogue. Instead, they showcase a model doing something very active while wearing a Lululemon product to help the audience contextualize how the product can be used. Importantly, there's often text overlaid that suggests how the product does not interfere with the workout the athlete is doing, which, as we know, aligns with the company's founding vision. Both the headline and body copy support this notion as well, with headline copy that often reads things like "a better feeling run a weights" or "training comfort," and body copy that reads things like "gear that won't hold you back, breeze through your day, distraction free." These are interesting examples of something most marketers know to be true, that you should talk about the benefits of using your product instead of talking about the features that enable it. The most frequently used words include gear, new, free, tops, distraction, and feel. Interestingly, the longest body copy was 286 characters long, or only 40 words, but most body copy was between 15 and 20 words and about 100 characters in length, which means the entire body copy is visible above the fold. The most common style of headline copy was motivational, things like "made for this moment," "it's training season," "when, now, where, ever," "practice, not perfection," and "stick with it," with fewer headlines using a more benefits-focused approach, reading things like "a better feeling run a weights" or "training comfort." But the real magic happens after somebody clicks onto these ads. Once you reach Lululemon's landing pages, you'll notice a number of features that make the user experience a little bit different than what most online shoppers are likely to expect. For starters, each product color is shown on a different product model, demonstrating the many styles in which the item can be worn. Also, the section below is updated to match the product model as well. Lulu also includes the model's height and the size that he or she typically wears. This helps the customer visualize how the product fits, which is a common objection and pain point when buying clothes online. Furthermore, they include a Shop This Look feature that connects customers with the other outfit pieces if they happen to find something they like. This is a fantastic and natural feeling way to cross-sell complementary products and increase the average order value. Customers are given 4 different methods for contacting support as well, so they can choose an option they feel most comfortable with. The options include email, live chat, phone, and even offline video chat. Lastly, the product review section asks customers to summarize what they liked and disliked about the product in just a few words. Plus, they're asked to include the size that they purchased, the size they typically wear, and whether or not that particular product fits smaller or larger than they expected. These enhanced product reviews provide potential customers with more confidence in their purchase, which likely increases the page's conversion rate. The average e-commerce conversion rate is about 2%, which means that 98% of the people who visit Lululemon's website leave without making a purchase. Some of these people are simply not interested in the product. However, some of them may just be on the fence about pulling the trigger. To convert these warm prospects, Lululemon serves retargeting ads through its paid social channels and advertising display networks such as Google Ads. This allows them to serve banner ads on websites their audience is visiting after they've already visited Lululemon's site, like the New York Times, for example. These ads remind previous website visitors to consider completing their purchase. It's difficult to know for sure what Lululemon's strategy is when it comes to audience targeting. However, it's not unreasonable to assume that a brand of this size can rely heavily on lookalike audiences derived from existing customers, website traffic, and social media engagement. In fact, based on a string of UTM parameters from one of the company's Facebook ad campaigns, we can imply that this particular ad was part of a cold, top-of-funnel audience living in the United States who are in a lookalike audience derived from people who have purchased a product in the Klarna collection. Although it's unclear exactly what goes on behind closed doors of Lululemon's marketing department, we see evidence of some pretty interesting marketing tactics that are worth taking note of. If you enjoyed this marketing analysis, consider dropping a like below and checking out my video on Quaker Oats and the marketing disaster that caused that company to lose more than $1.4 billion in less than 3 years. Thanks for watching.